Hello people, good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today I actually plan to do just one individual review, but then I felt like people, you guys actually like the list and summer, so let's just do a bonus video. It's just nothing serious. It's a casual style like list or for fun, people who want to see multiple fragrance in one video. So very hot and humid outside. It's going towards 2 p.m. here. I'm all in black. I'm not going to go out like this because I'll absorb all the heat. Just felt like being in the all black outfit. Okay, I think the color black suits me the most because somewhat it's just my favorite color after blue. Okay, and today the blue fragrances I usually do, they are on like 10 15. Today I narrowed them down to 7. I like them. It's not about the longevity or projection, but they wear nice in high heat. Today I'm wearing one of the fragrances. Like in the morning I was wearing one of the fragrances. I'll show you. So in summer, this fragrance actually pretty nice to wear. Blue skies, a little bit warm, humid, and you can just get away with this because these are not super choking. Okay, but some of them, if you put too much, can do that. But let's go with the first one, with the classic. I have 2 back-to-back classics. First one is Polo Sport, by Ralph Lauren. Very classy. It's like I love the ad of this. Like this ad of very like attractive male model. I'm sorry, moving a lot, trying to find a perfect spot. Okay, so I think this one, back in the days when Acqua di Gio's, these fragrances were out, right? Back in the days, there were not that many fragrances. People knew every single fragrance, like in the market. They knew them by the name: CK1, Acqua di Gio's, Chrome. So this is one of the fragrances were very popular. And this one is actually a cheaper Ralph Lauren, like within $40-45 you can get. Whereas other Polo fragrances are like 80, 90, 100 something dollars, depending on the line. This fragrance you also get 125 ml, and the bottle is awesome. But you have to try this fragrance first, okay? This is a little bit mature smell, okay? This one, even the atomizer, new atomizers are nice. Although I had the vintage, which had the white atomizer instead of blue, but I think blue looks nice, okay? The sprayer's kind of iffy. But when I smell this, it's just perfect. It's like something green, basil, a little bit of maybe lavender, rosemary. It's a herbaceous green, blue kind of scent, okay? Not the smell that you get everywhere. A little bit mature, but I really, really like this when I go out. It gives you like 2 to 3 good hours in very high heat, and you have to reapply after that, but it smells just right for weekends, like your Sunday, my Friday. So great fragrance. People who used it, they know the value of this. Back in the days, this used to be more beast mode, right? But still, great fragrance for the budget, Polo Sport. Next one is the one, I'm planning to get a backup bottle of this because my bottle is running low. This is even cheaper than the Polo, but it came out somewhere in the same era or maybe before. This is Cool Water. This is what I wore in the morning, okay? When I woke up, sometimes, I just go back to classics. Very simple fragrance, very simple bottle, but I just truly love the design of this. It's timeless classic, okay? I really wanted to get a vintage of this which had more tobacco and stuff like it, but this one doesn't have any tobacco for me. This is like a lavender, rosemary, perhaps there was a lemon verbena, more refreshing take on GIT, Green Irish Tweed. But I do not like Green Irish Tweed for some reason. It's one of the creeds didn't work for me, like Melissa Imperial. These two are kind of like, for me, sucks, creeds. And most of people, they love Green Irish Tweed. Hey bro, how dare you insult my Black Knight, like I'm like, I just don't like it. I don't think it's that good, So you can get the Al Haramain Lavender Night, better deal. So this fragrance actually perhaps it's not as complex, okay? It's also like Drakkar Noir, in the weekends I like wearing this in summer. So this perfume, what it does is it just brings back the old days, when you feel nostalgic, like be laid back. Those who drink like Bud Light, just get the whole case, like a 6-pack or something, or a whole bucket with that ice and everything. You just sit in the back porch, and then you're just enjoying the view, whatever view you have. If you're lucky, you have the view of the ocean. You just look at this and just lay back, like, enjoying few cold ones. This is the fragrance, okay? I'm like, there's just nothing. There's just no hater of cool waters, right? But yeah, there's always this like, I would say, some people complain like, why didn't they make a stronger version of it? The intense version is not the same smell, beast mode, but I really wish they made an absolute version or parfum version which actually hold this smell, exact same smell, which will hold for 6-7 good hours. Apart from the performance, I get like 2 to 3 good hours, no problem. But summertime, on the good fragrance I really like, Davidoff of Cool Water. Next one is a beast mode. This is more modern compared to those two. This is Armani Club de Nuit Iconic. Okay, this is my second bottle, and this is somewhat the similar vibes it gives with Bleu de Chanel. Okay, it's not a total dupe of Bleu de Chanel. I had the whole line. You know, I have this much left of the EDP. I have the EDT. I had the Pafa. So the new one out is $300. Bleu de Chanel really, really, you know, trying to get your money, but I'm not gonna do it. So this, it's okay. Let's just not compare this with Bleu de Chanel. It's just a blue, fresh, citrusy, aquatic scent which holds for 7-8 easy hours on the shirt. Okay, when I go out in the high heat, you know, it's one of those fragrances I really trust. You know, like I don't need to reapply throughout the day. It will cover. It's like a loyal buddy. But yeah, some people complain about the opening. The opening, it's not as smooth as something like Bleu de Chanel or some of the other things, but dry down is plenty nice. Great performer, good pricing, Club de Nuit Iconic. The next one is a moderate performer. Okay, I'll start with that. This one doesn't have so much performance. Okay, this line or this house, very underrated. The house is not underrated. This fragrance perhaps is underrated. This is Armani Diamonds Rocks. Okay, so this is the name. I think I have the packaging here. Yeah, Armani Diamonds for men Rocks. Okay, this one I think only came in 75 ml. I haven't seen the bigger bottles, so I did use fair bit of it, and I decanted some. Very beautiful looking juice and bottle. This perfume I got it for 75 ml was like I think 60, within $60. Now it's hard to find. This whole line, check out the prices. Okay, you'll see. Sprayers are not so nice as well, but I like the way this smells. This one, it's something about it. It's not your typical smell of any blue fragrance. This is not a typical blue fragrance. Okay, this one reminds me, I do not know, this one reminds me of again, like when we were growing up in 80s 90s. You know, it has this masculine vibe, clean, fresh, at the same time something mild spicy about it. You know, it's like not totally blue. Okay, but it gives that masculine vibe. If you're sitting at the office, very classy, gentleman would wear this. Okay, you can wear this casually as well, but the fragrance, this line actually is for distinctive gentlemen, real gentlemen, not men, sorry. Armani Diamonds for him Rocks. Check it out. Hard to find, but it's an underrated one. The next three are not underrated. They are really overrated. Not overrated. They are really hyped. Okay, one of the favorite fragrance for me is VPH. There's just no doubt. This one is ocean in the bottle. I hold it like this. You'll see. It's like just so soothing. You know, just in the summer days you can play with it. It looks like, you know, looking at the ocean, you know. Man, one of the best DNA of any freshie. This is one fragrance I always say every man must own. Why? Because it looks cool, one thing in your shelf, and it gets respect from me. That's another thing. Third thing, it smells so darn nice. And one of those few fragrances women really love. Some men do really rugged fragrances, oud rose, you know, like, bro, I'm wearing all the tonkas and all the oud rose, I'm gonna get the compliments. Ladies, when they pass by, they'll, you know, like, what's up with that cologne guy, right? This never does it. You spray this 50 times, no hatred. Okay, VPH is such a sweetheart. I love this in summers. Just check it out. The fragrance is light. You have to reapply every 2 hours, but great. Next one, also have to reapply 2 to 3 hours, but my favorite, Polo Blue. This DNA, they have so many flankers, so many PDP, Pafa. They had, man, let me spray this. My room will smell good for some time. Okay, awful sprayer. Man, this DNA, oh, when I was younger, you know, when I was in my 20s, 30s, you know, not 30s, 20s itself, when I was in university, I got very first bottle, 75 ml of this as a birthday gift. And that time I was a student, I couldn't buy my perfume. So I used to get Lacoste, Boss, Polos, you know the story. I didn't have any Versace's, Armani's, because those are expensive. So when I sniffed it, I finished the bottle within 2 months, because you need to reapply. Malaysia heat is crazy. Nothing lasts. Malaysia heat is like right up there. We used to play cricket. Man, I burned like charcoal. Like every time we played, if you do not know cricket, we have games like 20 overs, 50 overs, 20 overs take like 3.5 hours, 50 overs game take the whole day from morning to afternoon. And standing under the sun, those who play cricket in Malaysia, they know Saramban, Nilai, Biomas Oval, STC. Man, I miss those grounds so much, you know. I get very emotional because I spend so much time with my brothers, my friends, you know. Sorry, sometimes I get emotional. And then the bus would come, we'd take the whole university team, we'd play division cricket, premier divisions, and then, intervarsity cricket. So this kind of weather, I used to carry this bottle in my bag, and every time, let's say after the game, we'd take a shower, and then I apply the perfume. Everybody would steal sprays for my bottle. So much memory. This is what makes fragrance game special. It's like right here, right? I'll never ever fall out of love of Polo Blue. So yeah, if you know my taste, try that Polo Blue if you never tried one. Number one, I was finished with the most unexpected fragrance, Dior Savage. Okay, after a long time, bringing this back in the list just to show appreciation. It's just so many memories. Nowadays, perhaps I do not reach for Sauvage so much. I wear many other of my fragrances, but first time I got this, when I reviewed this in 2016, I did not feel this was worth Dior's price tag or Dior's brand name, because it is too simple compared to something like Fahrenheit, Dior Homme Intense, the other ones, Eau Sauvage, or even they had Dior's, was the other one. There are a few other lines, so whatever Dior counter had, this was the least interesting for me, But when I brought it in Bangladesh, it was 2016 winter. I don't know, for some reason the first batch of Sauvage had so much potency. These are like 2-3 years old now, like 2022, 3, like that. But they don't really perform as much as the old batches. My 60 ml bottle, someone took it. My ex took it, she never returned it. It's okay. But Sauvage, man, you have to give it that. This is a workhorse. This is a common DNA, and nobody minds it. And it has a little bit of a pink pepper, the Calabrian bergamot, ambroxan. But as time progressed, Dior Savage became more popular, and it sort of took over Bleu de Chanel's success. Okay, so now it's very old. We already are like seeing almost 10 years of Dior Savage, but Johnny Depp was the face of it, so makes it special in so many ways. So Dior Savage, yeah, prices are crazy right now. I wanted to buy a 200 ml backup, but now it's 200 something dollars pro. I would pay as much as like 150, 160 for it, but the 100 mls are like 150 bucks now. But Dior and Chanel's dream houses, So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and try some of these, And today, I'm trying to take it easy. I have a lot of work, but I panic a lot usually. Like, I have to do this, I am very sleepy. What if I can't wake up? Nowadays, I try to relax, not try to panic, because in the end of the day, whatever is bound to happen will happen. In life, I'll just share last thing and I'll finish. Don't worry too much about life. One thing is, none of us gonna come out of it alive. Second thing is, whatever we plan, whatever we wanted, the reality is, whatever is bound to happen will happen. So your extra worries, let's say you're sitting for exam and you feel like you studied, like you're not satisfied, you're gonna still have to sit for the exam, bro, right? So whatever you do, do your best and leave it up to God, So whatever meant to happen will happen. Some good things will happen, some bad things will happen. So just enjoy the ride, okay? So today I'm in that positive frame of mind. Everybody have a nice day. Thanks for watching. And I think I'll just go upload these, and you guys take care and stay hydrated in Bangladesh. Bye-bye.